Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction. Today we're going to be hopping into another critically acclaimed film, and this one is going to be Zodiac, another David Fincher film. Oh my goodness. And I thought that Gone Girl was long. He said no, this one's going to be just a couple more minutes longer. So so this one's going to be a definite heavy dosage, but you know what, I'm here for it, and you guys chose this one for the Patreon polls. If you want to be a part of that, by the way, check the link below. That way you can, be a part of voting for what I should watch next and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited to jump into this. Obviously we have like some heavy hitters in this. I know you guys have said multiple times this is like your favorite Jake Gyllenhaal performance, so I'm excited to kind of see that for myself, because I loved his performance and Enemy and he's in a lot of films like Nightcrawler. I'm just excited to see what he does for this one. So without further ado, I'm not going to talk too long, but again, like always, I just want to say I appreciate you guys for the love and the growth that you guys have been giving to this channel. I mean, like, my goodness, it's awesome seeing the community build even more, but how you guys are socializing below it, I think it's pretty cool. So I just want to say thank y'all for being really cool and respectful with one another, and a special thank you to my Patreon people out there for not only participating in the polls, but also going forth and giving me like that extra little bump that makes me really happy and support for my work and all of that good stuff. And I just want to say thank y'all. You guys don't have to do it, but you guys do it, which is incredible. So a special thank you guys to the Patreon people out there. The community there is incredible, and you guys have been just nonstop with these incredible films that I'm watching. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's hop right into Zodiac. You guys have mentioned before, and I've seen a video about it, on how Dave Fincher uses or works with CGI in his films. He makes it very subtle. So it's going to be really interesting seeing how he does it in this one. I can already kind of tell from the fireworks from behind. It allows like really cool shots like this to be possible. Again, guys, this is going to be probably a pretty dense video. So if you would like to see all that I really have to say about this film, because I will have to cut it out for YouTube, definitely check out the full-length version.
What do we get?
Sitting?
Now, I'm wondering if this is going to be about the Zodiac killer, because it has Zodiac in it. I'm pretty sure it's not going to have to do with any Zodiac signs or anything like that, but who knows? I have no idea. I'm going blind into this. Oh, that's already pretty sketchy. What the heck?
Was that car the driver? I saw that car, Mr. Vance.
I would start driving away right now.
Now, D.
All this camera angle is still making this guy's face hidden.
Man, you really creeped us out.
Whoa! Yo! What the heck? Yo, this is crazy. Whoa. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, and he's still alive. Oh my goodness, man. Goodbye. And he gave him a... Man, what the heck? This is crazy, man. We're already opening up to a crazy start. It's interesting how he's going to make it look like around this time period. You know, I'm guessing that's how the CGI might be implemented with this, you know, to make it look like it's around this time period, especially with the city of, I believe, San Francisco.
Editorial in 2.
Pretty brilliant opening so far. I mean, like, obviously we had that crazier opening at the beginning, but the way they've done the whole titling sequence and I should say the credit sequence was pretty engaging. I really liked how all of that was shot in a montage.
And SF Examiner, I want you to print this cipher on the front page of your paper. In this cipher is my identity. If you do not print this cipher...
That's interesting. Well, I guess it gives a new meaning to why they focus so much on the mail in the beginning of that. I know a little bit about the actual events of the Zodiac killer himself, but I'm not like an expert of all the details, so it's going to be interesting seeing a little bit of it being portrayed in this movie.
You're not finished?
No, I'm finished, Carol. I'm finished. Terrio's still here.
Really?
The first edition is off the floor in 10, Charles.
I will say the best example of movie making, like kind of just like what makes it feel like a movie, I think David Fincher does a great job at portraying that, you know? Like, if you want an example of how to make a great film from, like, all technical levels, I think his films do a brilliant job with that because he's just all round very good. Very, very good. Like, if he was, like, a fighter character off of a video game, he would definitely be, like, what, Mario? The all-around character. My gamers would know that joke.
Grab your book. Now go get your jammies on.
I wonder why he took a fascination for something like this, you know? Like, why this one out of everyone? Like, what's his motives? I mean, we can kind of already tell from his work environment, he's not very respected in the matter.
Then all that I have killed will become my slaves. I will not give you my name because you will try to slow down or stop my collecting of slaves for my...
Holy crap, man. Whoa. That's wild. So I'm assuming this was like real letters from the Zodiac killer. That's quite an outlook on life you have to have for something like that.
Where'd he go? Went behind that tree.
All right, so he's taking a leak.
You're being extremely nonchalant about this, man. You gotta...
Okay.
You can see that he has another tie behind his bag. That was good camera framing right there. I really like that. That was good.
It's okay. This is all gonna be okay.
Oh my goodness, man. Yo, what the heck, man? Yo, that was freaking brutal, man. What? And I'm wondering if the blood is CGI because I don't know how they'd be able to do that with like blood pellets. Or maybe they could have, but like, I wonder if the blood's CGI. You guys let me know in the comments below.
So please, everyone, stay safe. Vic in San Francisco, you're on the line. You're not scared of the Zodiac?
Heck no, he's only shooting.
I could definitely see the implications of the CGI with this. That's really well done. Like, I can see it if you just really tried. Like, if you really tried. But, I mean, that just gives it a lot more respect in my eyes because, man, those are really good.
The communities out here in the North Bay. Unlike in the city where you have Satanists running around.
Well,
and you could do shots like this. Oh, that is dope. What? Oh, that is really cool. Almost reminds me of that one scene from Drive.
or he'd kill more people.
Yeah, but he would have done it anyway, whether they printed it or not, I think.
Yeah, interesting point. So what do you think he'll do next?
Oh my goodness, man. There's been so much murder and like such this. It's like like what? The movie basically is still starting.
I shoot him on the right side. He slumps right.
Maybe you've got your hand on his collar when you shoot.
All right, so either way, I just dumped a quart of blood in the front seat.
So why do you...
Wow, this is some really cool dialogue right here. Like, I'm getting like some heavy LA noir type vibes from this. If you're a gamer, you probably know that too. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this dialogue.
Put it park.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
And like I said, just everything flows so seamlessly. Like, just the way the scene is playing out. So he is still sending letters out to these editorials and everything, like, which is game at.
My bullet.
McQueen got that from Tosky.
Does he think that Zodiac's gonna send another code? Because I think Zodiac's gonna send another code.
Jesus, Harold Christ on rubber crutches, Bobby. What are you doing?
Like, it's just so cool how the camera moves back and forth. Like, it's like almost as if there's like different establishing moments within the frame, and the camera just follows, but then it stops at an establishment, and then it goes on, and then it stops at another one. It flows so seamlessly. I love it. The visual storytelling is off the charts.
Press conference is at 4. Gotta give him something.
Man, these set designs are incredible. My goodness. They are really capturing this noir feel. Like, man. It's kind of cool.
Not a military ID, so our suspect could be... Military? Did you guys narrow your list off of this?
Yeah.
Did Vallejo?
I don't know. I don't work in Vallejo. I work here.
I've been noticing that he's, and I mean by, David Fincher, he's very good at adaptations, Like from books to, historical events. I think he does a very good job at adapting and anything that's outside of film and bringing it into film and creating such a very well done, well executed visual story.
Persons have been murdered in the San Francisco area, and in each case, the killer who... I shall wipe out a school bus some morning. It's San Francisco Police Department.
Jeez. The entire region is just in complete paranoia right now. I mean, rightfully so, because this is terrifying. It's always interesting seeing how his films involve, the media. In this case, obviously there's no like internet or anything like that, but like, you have the newspaper and the editorials, you have, the radios, the television. It's interesting how he's able to blend all of these things in, so it's not just a crime scene. It's not just within the confines of these characters in the story. It's like, no, they're in a real world, and this guy's effect has very real effects on the world. Like, you see what I mean? Like, you see how the media is just always a part of these films? Because that's exactly what would happen.
You fellows certainly know how to put on a secret meeting.
That's crazy. Like, again, like, it's like this weird blend between, like, the fascination of, the media and things that are happening that are actually really serious.
You shall never catch me because I have been too clever for them. I look like the description passed out only when I do my thing. The rest of the time I look entirely different.
I love that camera movement. That was so subtle. So subtle. How it just slowly raised up.
What do you do for fun?
I love to read. I enjoy books.
Those are the same things.
So this Zodiac killer, man, like, he is always several steps ahead of the police, and he's just clowning them. Like, he's playing them at their own game.
Yeah, sure.
It's interesting. Like, it feels like this entire ordeal is just like almost consuming people's lives. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, this is dangerous, but like, it's like almost taking a different form. What that is, I'm not too sure if I can comment on it yet, but we'll see as the movie goes on.
So, killing is his compulsion. Even though he tries to ignore it, it drives him. It's in his blood.
Could be, or maybe he just likes the attention.
It's weird. I don't know why, but I feel like that line was almost like a line for us, you know? The audience. Oh, no. This is a time where obviously there's like no cell phones or anything like that, you know? So it's like, once you're out there, it's like, yo.
Didn't know you had a baby.
Oh, is that okay?
The more the merrier.
This whole scene is just terrifyingly sketchy, man.
Before I kill you, I'm gonna throw your baby out the window.
What? Oh my goodness, man.
You hid it? In case he came back.
Wow. Okay, so thankfully she escaped.
Even though I talked about killing children with one.
This is the Zodiac speaking. I'd like to see some nice Zodiac buttons wandering around town. Everyone else?
Like, you see, like, this montage just showing, like, just the absolute craving for, like, wanting to, you know what's going on with the Zodiac killer, you know? Like, there's just so much, you know, and this is before, obviously, phones were involved in terms of, like, you know, social media, but, like, just everyone, it's like a weird fascination with it. Like, I'm not sure if I'm explaining it correctly, but, I mean, this filmmaking is doing a great job showing how blurred the line is.
He's killed 13 people.
He claims he's killed 13 people, but which ones can we actually confirm? There's 3 in Vallejo, 1 in Berryessa, the cabbie, that's it. Bobby, you almost look disappointed.
See? I don't know. I feel like these conversations are almost like talking to the audience, where it's like your love for this, you know, obsession, I should say, you know, it's dangerous.
Near LA.
Oh, wow. I don't think Paul knows that it's that far away.
Sounds kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Like that, like, it's just interesting that, like, this is the conversation they're having at the dinner table on, like, their first date of, like, kind of meeting each other.
Good to see you getting out.
All due respect, can someone explain to me why I'm reading about breaks in this case in the Chronicle instead of getting calls from you?
We got screwed. Dave, come on.
This is really interesting because stuff like this is happening now, where social media at times is it's like able to do the police or the detectives' jobs way faster. You know, like, it's very interesting when this happens, but honestly, it's just because of just how rapidly it moves.
The you had about Zodiac took place on January 1st, 1968.
It couldn't have been any later. I started a new job in LA on January.
Like, it's difficult now because they're not sure if these people are telling the truth or whatnot, or doing it for like an ulterior motive.
So, the check stubs are awash. There's not enough handwriting. The application's got more,
That's how you
but it
know
doesn't
they
look
are
easy, so he can't rule them in, but he can't
good
rule them
people.
out either.
It's like the tiny things like that, you know, like how he took the tomato off. Like it gives like another layer of realism to these characters. I know it's like me just picking the movie, but honestly, it's like those are the type of things that whether the actor or the screenwriter or the director, they pick up on, and they realize that. I think it showcases a whole nother level of the conversation right there.
I'm Inspector Bill Armstrong. This is Inspector Dave Tosky and Sergeant Jack Mullinax. We're investigating the Zodiac murders in San Francisco and Vallejo.
Oh boy. Oh man, this guy, I mean, from what we've seen, kind of fits the description.
It would be great, Arthur.
Lee.
What?
Lee. Nobody calls me Arthur. Also, that day...
Wow. Okay. Yo, these subtle moments that this guy is bringing forth, it's like you can see it crack through the surface a little. Just the way his positioning is as well, too.
That is horrible. That is That's a horrible thing to say.
So you aren't angry about being fired from Valley?
Like, this is crazy. You can see just moments of it just crack through. But there's a feeling that
I'm not the Zodiac. And if I was, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
like he's enjoying it. He is enjoying it. Like he loves the game.
Where'd you get it?
It's a Christmas gift from my mother 2 years ago.
That's very sweet. So tell me something, Arthur.
That's some psychopathic nature right there. That is so creepy. It reminds me of the TV series Mindhunter.
Thanks for your time.
I'm willing to help in any way possible. I look forward to the day when police officers are no longer referred to as pigs.
Wow. Oh my goodness, man. That was such a great scene. You can sense it. He's right there. He's right there.
You want to grab a drink?
It's 10 in the morning.
Late breakfast, early lunch, you know.
You see what I mean? Like how the camera is just moving with the characters. Like it's done so in such a way that it's just, like I'm saying, like it really does help the visual storytelling.
I don't want to step on Sherwood's toes. He
Harry,
trained me
all I
at
need to
this.
know is if the suspect is ambidextrous, could he possibly have written those letters with this other?
It is crazy how, like, even after a year, this story is still kind of like going on for these characters.
No, thank you.
Well, looks like you got your man.
So they finally were able to get a warrant. Okay. That's usually the hardest part, really. But now they have a warrant to go ahead and, I guess you could say, actually investigate this guy and his trailer, yeah? What the heck?
I'll check with the neighbors.
What the heck is going on in his trailer right now?
No.
And the handwriting?
Ballistics, no match. Prints, no match. Writing, no match.
Wow. Dang. So it's not matching at all.
The city of San Francisco does not pay criminals not to commit crime. Chief, who's in charge?
I mean, it's just so interesting. Like people's it's literally happening, you know? Like they're watching this crime scene with very real events being translated into a movie, kind of similar to what's happening right now.
3 ways. 1, get a warrant, which you can't. 2, get him to volunteer, which he won't.
And 3,
get creative.
Oh boy. Well, we definitely know he's going to be going with number 3.
51 months. In a letter claiming I am back with you, the Zodiac makes no overt threats against the citizenry and uses that his life.
It's crazy how it's just like obsessing over his life right now. Like it's the same thing with happened to Paul Avery.
I'm saying Zodiac was my job. It's not yours.
Yeah,
He's still out there, Dave.
No, Robert, I am through with this. I am through with you.
Like he's tired of it. Like damn, they're almost destroying his life.
One day before the vernal equinox, Dad?
Yeah, mark that.
Oh, got another on June 19th, 19...
And now he has his kids involved. Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Who's been calling our house in the middle of the night at least once a week?
Nobody.
What's it gonna take for you to be done with this?
I can't talk about this now. I have to go see Bob Bond.
Oh, that's too bad.
Like this Zodiac investigation is like a leech, you know? It just sucks people dry.
Oh, I don't want to put you out.
It's no trouble at all. Where are you parked?
Just right there.
You can follow me.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I'm not liking this at all. Oh no, I did not like that. And isn't that the same car?
Closest that we have ever come to a match.
Rick didn't draw any posters.
No, he drew this one.
Mr. Graysmith.
Oh God.
I do the posters myself.
Oh my goodness.
I won't take any more of your time.
Why don't I just go and find out when we play that film?
Oh, that's all right.
Oh my goodness, you could just see the look on his face.
Not many people have basements in California.
do.
Oh my goodness, man. And he could just leave. He could just leave, but he's following after. Oh man. Wow, that reveal was just like you could tell. You know, my heart's like pumping like crazy right now.
May 69. So that would be about 9 weeks before the first Zodiac letter, correct?
The lighting here is just so ominous, man. Like, whoa. Like, just how he's always in the shadows. Oh my goodness, man.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness, man. This turned into like a horror movie. Just punch him in the face.
I can tell you that he was not into people. The party Darlene threw, people were supposed to just show up and drink beer and help paint, but this guy showed up in a suit.
And you would think that after that moment he just had with potentially the killers, he would just, you know, be like, hey, let's just up and leave. Let's just go somewhere. He's still pursuing it.
Arthur Lee Allen! Where'd you get that name?
Stuck it right on the door. Oh, man.
Dear Dave, if I can ever be of any help to you, just let me know. I'm sorry I wasn't your man. And it's typewritten.
Yep.
Using a typewriter is not a crime.
Yep. That's psychopathic nature right there. I mean, you basically, it's like you're playing with your food before you eat it, you know?
Seeing Carol. Arthur Lee Allen lived in his mother's basement on Fresno Street. Door.
I love how that was just cut together. Like I said, he's able to really piece together information in movies that, like, the storytelling is just incredible.
Thank you. Thank you for breakfast.
I wonder if that was a relief for him. Because, you know, he's been... Whew, that investigation was on him for long amounts of time. That's interesting. I wonder what that was about 7.5 years later. Well, he wrote the book. Bestseller.
Last time I saw this face was July 4th, 1969.
And he's still... You know, with his family and not being bothered. What a crazy movie, man. What the heck? All right, everybody, and that is the Zodiac. All right. Wow. All right. This film is a lot to unpack. So, again, like always, during these conclusions, I tell it from the side of me being an audience member and then me being a, you know, filmmaker as well. So, as an audience member, I really do find David Fincher's films to be really, really easy to follow, but, like, you know, it's always on your toes. And I say easy to follow in a way where it just goes to show how, you know, great he is as a filmmaker, because he's able to explain these complex stories but showcase the details, the small details, brilliantly in such a visual storytelling manner, which is actually a lot harder to do than a lot of people, I think, give it credit for. being able to tell a story through filmmaking is, I mean, especially with something like this, it's like chess, you know? It's all about how exactly you showcase something in front of your viewer, because anything outside of that is different, right? So as an audience member who, let's say for instance, I have no idea about filmmaking, it is very enjoyable to watch a movie like this and kind of understand just enough to where you're still on your toes and also not feel like the movie's holding your hand. And I think he's able to dance between that line so well, and that is just that's master level. That's master level. So like for that regard, I really loved how this film felt and how these clues were brought forth to me and how the story was able to just continue going and still keep me on the edge of my seat, just trying to figure out almost like what these characters were feeling, where I wanted to find out who it was, you know? As a filmmaker, I'm floored by just the level of detail and the acting performances and the writing and the direction and the cinematography. I mean, this is top tier filmmaking, honestly. Like, when I think of movies, I do think of like movies like this, where obviously it's not too artistic, and then obviously it's not too, industrial, I guess you could say. But this is just like a good combination of both, where you can just explain these, these stories in such a way that is, I think, digestible for everyone. And that, I have to applaud that. Like, that's incredible. That's a very hard feat to actually accomplish. And David Fincher and also the team working behind, these movies do a brilliant job doing. I mean, it takes not just one person, but it takes a whole group of people. I mean, from the direction level, obviously, but all the way down to like, the communications of just the background actors and the costume designs and the CGI and just all of those just interwoven to the point where you don't even recognize it. You forget that so many people worked on this, right? And I think that's a beautiful thing. It's magic, but you're happy with not realizing it's magic. So I think from that level, it did a phenomenal job. And yeah, this movie was incredible. I can see why you guys really wanted me to watch this, but I also do recommend watching the full-length version because, man, this is a long video. But yeah, like always, guys, thank you again for the support. Thank you again for, showcasing me these awesome films. And I'm happy that you guys are learning. I think that's really awesome. You guys are teaching me some things about the film, and I'm hearing your guys' opinions as well, too. But I'm also happy to hear that you guys are able to, have a greater appreciation for films that you guys already like, or maybe you didn't like, but now you're like, oh, maybe I can check it out for a second or third time. But yeah, I think that's awesome. I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this channel and spread some light on filmmaking, but also storytelling in general, because it is a very powerful factor in just anything, really. I also want to give a special thank you to the Patreon people out there for, putting these films in front of me. Thank you for engaging with the Patreon polls, and I hope you guys are enjoying all the bonus content and exclusive content that comes out on that platform. But like always, guys, much love. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.